Well, at the time of D-Day, on the other side of Europe, the Soviet Union had been waging war with Germany for 3 years, and it was the joint effort between the Allies that finally defeated Hitler's empire. RT's Boiko met one of those who took part in the Normandy landings.
Every man aboard Belfast, whether it's from the youngest boy seaman to the admiral, we was all up for it. Yes, let's have you. Yeah, that's our opinion. We'll have you.
John was a 20-year-old able seaman aboard Britain's largest and most powerful warship at the time. The HMS Belfast sailed to Normandy as part of a giant armada of over 50,000 ships. And one of the very first shots reportedly fired on D-Day came from those very guns.
It was overcast, bear in mind, we opened fire at just before 5:30 in the morning. And all hell let loose, I can assure you. And that's true what they say, every dog has his day, and by Christ, we had our day that day.
We had now at last opened the second front, and by doing that, the broadest significance was we were now really working as a team.
16 days after the Normandy landings saw the US, British and Canadian forces start their advance into Western Europe, the Red Army launched Operation Bagration. It was the battle for Belorussia which eventually broke the back of the German army in the east.
This extraordinary alliance, the Grand Alliance, was formed. Soviet Union, Britain and America. The Russian contribution was the greatest in terms of manpower, in terms of the sacrifice they made, but the Western Allies also really helped substantially. So I think the most important thing to remember was that as a combined effort, as a team, the West and Russia got rid of the greatest menace the modern world has ever seen.
For those that took part in D-Day all those years ago, the memories are still crystal clear.
Gunnery officer says shoot, and that's what we did, and we just opened fire, and to my mind, it was a day of reckoning. This is the beginning of the end. As far as the eye could see, were ships of all shapes and sizes.
The offensive's 70th anniversary is a poignant milestone for the few veterans still with us today, like 90-year-old John Sears, who served aboard the HMS Belfast. Let's hope he can bring his story to life again in 5 years' time, when world leaders next gather to mark the occasion. Boiko, RT, London.